More than 35,000 residents from the 28 countries of the European Union, including the UK, participated in the EU Nicotine Users Survey 2020. The survey was organised by the consumer group ETHRA and ran between October and December 2020. In 5 minutes, here are some key facts from the survey. Key fact 1. More than 27,000 people who had quit smoking responded to the survey. Vaping products and snus were the products most commonly used to quit. Among people who had ever smoked, 74% of snus users and 84% of vapers had quit smoking. Key fact 2. Although millions of Europeans have switched to snus or vaping, dozens of millions continue to smoke. Among people who currently smoke, 67% want to quit. However, they encounter barriers to quitting smoking. Key fact 3. Sweden is the only EU country where the sale of snus is permitted. In our survey, 31% of current smokers would be interested in trying snus if it were legalised in the EU. Estonia, Finland and Hungary are 3 EU countries which ban flavoured vaping products. The majority of vapers there are forced to use alternative sources to their legal shops to get their e-liquids. Currently, 95% of vapers use at least one flavour other than tobacco flavour. If there was an EU-wide flavour ban, 71% of vapers would look for an alternative source to get their flavours. Key fact 4. The cost of harm reduction products is another barrier for smokers who wish to quit. In the EU, a quarter of the smokers who want to quit are deterred by the cost of low-risk alternatives. In countries which do not tax vaping products, 17% of smokers who want to quit are prevented by the cost. This proportion reaches 35% in the 12 EU countries with vape taxes. And in the 3 countries with high taxes of over €2 per 10 millilitres of e-liquid, 45% of smokers who want to quit are prevented from quitting smoking. If a high tax on vaping products was imposed throughout the EU, 67% of vapers would look for an alternative source, such as the black market. Key fact 5. The survey reveals some negative consequences caused by the TPD restrictions on nicotine strength and bottle sizes. The 10ml volume limit for bottles and the 20mg per millilitre nicotine limit are forcing vapers to consume more e-liquid at a lower nicotine concentration. If the nicotine limit was increased, a quarter of vapers would reduce their e-liquid consumption, and 30% of dual users, the people who both vape and smoke, think they would quit smoking completely. Key fact 6. If the 10 millilitre bottle limit was scrapped, 87% of vapers would buy larger bottles to reduce the cost, and 89% would buy larger bottles to reduce plastic waste. Key fact 7. The vast majority of vapers want open access to information about their harm reduction products. 3/4 of vapers would welcome having an official EU information website for vaping, such as the one published by the Health Minister in New Zealand. More than 83% of vapers want access to an EU database on e-liquid ingredients to access the information which is already being collected by the mandatory TPD notification process. Currently, the European Commission is working on a new tax directive project called the TED, and the Tobacco Products Directive, or TPD, will probably be revised in 2022. Anti-harm reduction lobbyists want to use the TED and the TPD to tax vaping and other harm-reduced products, to maintain the snus ban, to impose vape flavour bans, and maybe even to ban open tank systems. However, ETHRA's EU Nicotine Users Survey 2020 shows that the TPD revision could be an opportunity to lift the snus ban, to prevent national flavours bans, and to allow larger bottle sizes, and to increase the nicotine concentration limit. You can find the full report for the survey on ethra.co. In Europe, 22 groups of harm reduction consumers are brought together in the European Tobacco Harm Reduction Advocates, with the support of public health and scientific partners. Please follow, support and share ETHRA on social media. Thank you for your attention.